Welcome back to my channel, everybody. Thank you for indulging into my interest. As many of you may know, I have embarked my 2022 dedicated to Hobonichi and Tomoe River paper because I wanted some sort of consistency and efficiency into what inks I will be using in each of my planners. I wanted to just test out all of the inks that I have. Some of the things that I am keeping in mind is, do I want the inks to be permanent? Do I care if it fades, if something falls on it, etc., etc.? What are the pens that I'm trying to use? Am I going to be using them on the go, or am I going to have enough time to sort of explore on what I wanted to do for the day of? So as I am testing out all of the inks, these are some of the criteria that I'm keeping in mind. For memory keeping, I absolutely think ink being permanent is something that I need and want. So by default, Iroshizuku inks are not going to fulfill that need. However, I'm doing my gratitude journal and I don't mind using inks that are flowy and with the finer pilot nibs that I really want to use. The Pilot Iroshizuku ink go really, really well. So let's get started. These are some lineups. The only color that I can't find today on my hand is Take Sumi, which is the black color. But I may just add it in later on today. So let's get started. So we have Konpeki, we have Asagao, we have Kujaku, we have Yamabudo, which is one of my favorites, and Murasaki Shikibu. So these are the colors that we are going to be exploring today. In addition, I have a little sample called Shinyoku. So that is also something I'm going to be swapping. And I decided I'm going to write my samples with the glass tip pen. So here we go. Let's get started. Okay, so we will start with Konpeki, and I'm also thinking of swapping these colors in the Mega, but I don't know how to keep it open and make sure it doesn't get... so yeah, this is the Hobonichi Weeks, and this is the Hobonichi Okay. I know we're not going to be sustainable today. I don't have my favorite paintbrush. I usually shake the things. Let's get going. So first up, it is Konpeki. Konpeki is beautiful. Of course, it doesn't show up as well as I want it to on the camera. You can never do the justice. But let's just keep going and see what's in store for me. So that is Konpeki, and I'm just gonna swipe again. So we get the intensity of it. Next up is Asagao. I'm going to just swatch all of them first, and then I'm going to write with my dip pen. So the next step, swap, or dip, dip, dip. This is Asagao. They do show up really well. I'm sure people who are using Hobonichi, you know, and if this is your first time, the Hobonichi Weeks is a little creamer, and this one is a little white in color, in terms of the paper color. So that was Asagao, and we're just gonna put this here. And then we will on to Kujaku. Kujaku has been one of my faves. It has such a peacocky color. That's what Indians call it. Some people also call it Rama. Of course, it's not showing up the way I want it to show up here, but I'm hoping to do the justice. I think it's good. Well, maybe this is the color that I'm going to use in my journaling. Yamabudo is something that I always come back to. It is one of my favorite, just magenta pink color. Oh, it looks so gorgeous, doesn't it? Ooh, so beautiful. All right, 2 more to go. So we have next up Murasaki Shikibu. I was not a fan of this, so if someone wants this bottle, reach out. Was it my lotion on my body? It's like going in one side. I'm not sure what's happening there. Oops. Making sure it's not. Yep. I do want to keep everything in one page, so I might do some switcheroos. Oh, I didn't realize this was greenish, emeraldish color. Oh, wow. I might have to get a bottle of this color. Look at that green. Where are we going to put this color now? I think we can just do a quick swatch here. All right, I will be right back. Let the swatches dry out and then start writing. All right, I am back. And I started actually writing it and I forgot to turn on my camera. I apologize. But as I was going through this, I felt like really imperfect, and I was going to stop and I was going to redo another paper where everything was strategic line. But you know what? I said, the point is not to be perfect. The point is to play. The point is to figure out if these inks are bleeding through and how do they really look. So let's take a look at it. So we are going to start with Pilot Iroshizuku Shinyoku. And I really love this. I didn't realize that it was like emerald green. What a beautiful color. Beautiful color. I cannot even imagine what my entire page would look like if I'm journaling in that color. So keep in mind that this is written with a dip pen. So of course your color payoff and shading, etc. will differ based upon the size of your nib and how your nib reacts to the ink. But there was no bleed through. Of course, there's ghosting, but I enjoy the ghosting, so I'm okay with it. And this is how the color payoff was on Beaks. It's a little different, right? Because this is a cream paper. So it looks a little bit different, but again, no bleed through for any of the inks, if you can see. So these are all great. Iroshizuku line in general, it will be great for you if you are not into permanent inks and you don't care about whatever you write in your journals to be permanent. So I think Iroshizuku Shinryoku, I hope I'm saying it right. It's gorgeous. I think I would totally invest in a big bottle. Right now I only have a sample for that. The second one is Konpeki. Konpeki is Brian Goulet's favorite, and Konpeki is my husband's favorite. It is the right amount of blue, he says. It's the bright blue. It has a little bit of a shades of turquoise in it. It shades really well. It goes really well with the Pilot pens if you have them. It's really good for your pen hygiene also, because these are not permanent inks. And then Konpeki also looks a little bit different. On this camera, it's not doing the justice. It's looking a little bit greenish, turquoise, but I don't know how other YouTubers do the true coloring, but trust me, it's a beautiful color. Konpeki is a good color on this paper. The second one, or the third one in the lineup, is Asagao. Asagao is my favorite because it has a little bit of a purple indigo undertone to it. And I find this blue to be one of my favorites. When I got my Pelican, this is the blue that I used to use all the time. And I haven't actually, I'm going to admit, I haven't used Asagao in entire 2021. So maybe I will pop that out and start using it. Same thing with the other colors. Kujaku, Asagao looks a little different, but it definitely looks better on Hobonichi weeks, in my opinion, than Techo. But again, it depending on what kind of shading you want, etc., etc. And then we have Iroshizuku Kujaku. I have used this color exclusively in my Opus 88. It is one of my favorite colors. It's close to Noodler's Navy if you have Noodler's or are aware of Noodler's color, but it's my favorite, and it even looks better in the Techo. This is called Techo, right? Yep, Techo. It looks beautiful, has the right shades. Like I was saying, like in Indian, it's like a peacocky color. It's so gorgeous. Next in lineup is Yamabudo. Can we just appreciate this sheening that is showing up on the camera? Like, Yamabudo is so gorgeous. It's my all-time favorite. I don't know why I haven't used it in 2021. I should be using Yamabudo. So Yamabudo is something definitely is coming out one of the months, because I think it can use some love. What do you guys think? Last but not least, and to my surprise, I'm not sure if I added a little bit of a Take Sumi black in it, because I know we're allowed to mix Pilot inks. I did do my research on it. But it looks so much better now. Like, it looks darker, deeper. And again, maybe it's the fact that it was the dip pen, but I might give it a try again, believe it or not. It also looks really good in the Mega Weeks, as you can see. But yeah, this was the lineup in terms of all of the inks. The dry times is between 5 to 10 seconds. So if you have a very flowy nib, but if you have a very like extra fine or fine nib, it dries out very quickly also. So yeah, drying time was really, really amazing. And I hope you enjoyed this video. So this was basically the first of series. I will do the next video on maybe Noodlers, maybe permanent inks. I don't know, I haven't decided, but this concludes our video about experimenting and exploring into my Hobonichi weeks and techo. I hope this was useful. I hope to see you next time. Have a great day. Bye.